igniting community, a safe space to learn, share, and grow. Don't forget to like and subscribe below.
Hi, my name is Nancy, and I am the belly loving coach. My job is to help women improve their relationship with themselves, starting with the belly. And why the belly is because I believe that that is the home of our soul. In this video, I'm going to talk about our relationship with food and how you can improve your relationship with food no matter what you're eating. So today we're going to talk about the energetics behind eating and what you eat. You know, around the times of the holidays or when you're going out to eat or when you're having a party or going to a party, it's hard to decide what to eat. And not only do we have to think about what's in the food, then a lot of the time we're feeling guilty about our choices afterwards. So it's not, I'm here to say it's not just about what you eat, it's how you eat your food that is more important. So it's the energy behind the food. So for example, if you go to a party and there's all these yummy treats and you eat it, there's a process of, okay, so what's in the food? So let's say you're eating a cookie and there's tons of sugar, tons of trans fat or other chemicals, preservatives, food coloring, all that stuff. And then you're going to spend the next day or two feeling guilty that you ate so much crap, right? So therefore, this small period of eating the cookie and digestion of the cookie, which really is, you know, a couple of hours, it can be prolonged over a day or two, and that will manifest as stress in your body, and that can be more detrimental, and I believe it is more detrimental than actually what you ate, which is the cookie. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to eat anything and limit the guilt that comes with it, and also improve as much as you can the process of enjoying your food. So, you know, as a nutrition coach, I am trained in the paleo and autoimmune program or protocol, which helps people eliminate inflammation that comes from the food. And with that said, I don't believe in following a strict diet for the rest of your life. I do believe that there is a time and place where you can look at your food and see, okay, what foods are benefiting me and what foods are harming me. And you can start to eliminate some of the foods that are harmful or that are hurting you, and therefore allow your digestion, your microbiome in your stomach lining and your intestines to heal, and therefore you can start reintroducing foods back in your body. Now, this is a process, and that's not what this video is about, but I bring that up to share that there is a time and a place for a diet, but it's not supposed to be forever. We don't want to live a life where you're constantly worried about what you eat because, as I said earlier, that can be very stressful. So what I do encourage is that you look at your relationship with your food to start and ask yourself, you know, how do I feel about the food that I eat? What do I feel about certain foods? How was I raised to eat? Was I raised to eat that I have to finish whatever's in my plate? Or was I raised with lack? Like me personally, I was raised in a very poor environment where we didn't know if we were going to be able to go out to eat. I mean, we weren't starving, we certainly weren't homeless, but we never went out to eat as a family because there wasn't enough for anything outside of what my mom cooked. And so a going out meal was McDonald's. And it was a very scarcity minded way to eat food. And so I tended to overeat because I always thought, you know, that there will never be a next time. So really ask yourself, like, what is your relationship with food? Where does that come from? How were you raised? Because once you understand that, it can help you at least appreciate how you approach food now, and you can start to change and change perspective and shift the way you feel about food, because as I said, energetically it matters. So when you are approaching food at every meal. It, as I said, if you're not following a diet um, to work on your health for like a specific condition or disease, if you're dealing with any, then how I approach food is the same no matter what I eat. So, I mean, I did actually eat McDonald's last week. It was kind of a special event. We were going out to go watch the light show near Niagara Falls where I live, and it was the first time our family was going there. And we never really eat McDonald's. I kind of have a once a year rule, and so my kids really wanted to go, and I said, okay, fine. And I feel a lot of love towards McDonald's. I know there's a lot of crap in their food and behind the energetic of the corporation and all that stuff. But I didn't focus on that because what I focused on was the nostalgia. I love McDonald's because as a kid, I never went out to eat. McDonald's was a special event for our family. So there were so many positive memories for me around eating McDonald's. And because I know all the stuff that's in it that's not good for me, I didn't focus on that stuff. I focused on all the positive things, how my kids were so excited to have this experience with their family. It was the first time going to the light show, even though we've lived in this area for 6 years. We've never been to the light show at Niagara Falls. So it was just this whole experience. And so when we ate the McDonald's, for us, what we do as a family and what we do before our meals, what we aim to do is we start with gratitude. We start with, okay, I am grateful before we eat. What are we grateful for? I am grateful for being together with family. I'm grateful for this experience of trying something new, seeing these beautiful lights. I'm grateful for eating this yummy food that that was prepared for us. I'm grateful for the workers at McDonald's who, is working an evening shift and prepared us this meal. And we're grateful for the love that we have in this room. And we're grateful for the yummy taste. And when we eat it, we want to enjoy the food. We've already made the conscious decision to eat this. So why would we rush it and eat it so quickly, right? So we slow down. When we eat, we don't watch TV and we don't have music on at our table in our family. We eat to eat. We don't eat and we play games and play on our phone. When we're eating, we focus on eating. And if we're eating something that we've consciously chosen to eat, we're going to eat it with love, and we eat it slowly, and we enjoy the food. And when we're done, we can appreciate, wow, that was so yummy. And we can let it go and feel full and feel, because we're eating slowly and we're not overeating. When we're done, I felt completely full, and I said, I don't need to eat that meal again for another year. And that's how we approach this like unhealthy meal, unhealthy, what most people would feel a lot of judgment for if they're vegan or vegetarian or just against eating fast food. You can look at all those things and that can be true, right? It can be true that that stuff is so terrible for you that it's going to make you feel really bad. Actually, my husband did have an allergic reaction after he ate that meal. He kind of broke out in hives and he felt inflammation after. But it's not something that we were mad about. It was an observation. And we said, so eating that caused that. So why would we do that to us again? Instead of feeling bad and just like, oh my gosh, that was stupid. We shouldn't have done that. That was unhealthy. It was just an observation. So it's really the energy behind how you approach things, food and otherwise, right? Because if his itchiness went away after a couple of days and it wasn't a huge thing. And we did lots afterwards to help minimize that inflammation, which I'm going to talk about in a second. It's, if you are approaching this experience of eating with negativity and strife, it's going to manifest in your belly. You're going to feel indigestion for days. You're going to feel bloated for days. You're going to feel unease. You're going to feel misaligned, right? So again, if you make a decision to eat something consciously, that's the key, consciously, That's what I really promote, is conscious eating. Because when you can eat something with gratitude, you can slow down and chew your food, and you can appreciate the fullness and not approach it with lack, then it will feel good. And then you will feel full. And if it's really that bad for you, you wouldn't do it again, right? So I'm just going to end it with this video with just a quick, demo on like what I do and how I approach my food and kind of my lifestyle around eating. Is I eat whatever I want, and I love the food I eat. I mean, it's around the holidays at the time of shooting this video, and yes, there's tons of eating out, not necessarily fast food, but takeout and making meals and going to parties or get-togethers, not really parties at this point, and this is how I approach every meal, is appreciating how this food was made. Was it made with love? And if it's, at a restaurant, I don't really know. I'm going to assume that it was made with love, that it was prepared with love. And even if it wasn't, I'm going to eat this meal with love because I love food. And this is really why I feel like I have such a better relationship with food and my body, is because I love the food I eat. I make it a very conscious effort to only eat foods I love. If I don't love it, I'm not going to waste that in my body, even if it's healthy or even if it's bad. If like one time I ate like a cauliflower kale pizza and it tasted like cardboard. And I'm sorry if you like that kind of stuff. That's totally okay. But for me, I'm not going to eat something just because it's healthy if I don't love it. And just like I'm not going to go to a party and if there's cake or cupcake and everybody's eating it, I'm not going to eat it unless I love it, because I don't really like cupcakes. They're too sweet. So I'm not going to put things in my body if it's not going to go through me with love. And that's really what I want you to walk away from this video with, is love the food you eat, love the experience of eating and digestion, and also love the learning that you will experience from the foods you eat. Because sometimes I love foods, then I feel bloated after. I don't get mad at myself. I just say, eating that made me feel bloated. What did I learn from that? And then I can adapt and change for next time. So because, around the holiday times, I can eat foods that generally I would not normally eat, certainly on a regular basis. What I do is I make sure that I always have a green juice ready. So either I make the green juice myself, which I haven't done in a while because I've been busy, or I'll make a fresh press, or I'll buy a fresh press, a cold pressed green juice, or I'll buy or drink a green powdered drink. And so this one would have matcha, organic kale, spirulina, barley grass, wheatgrass, chlorella, peppermint, acai, goji berry, maca fruit, and vegetable blend, all organic. And I don't detest this green juice. Some of them I can't drink because they taste terrible. And I've learned to love this because I feel good after I drink this. And maybe it is in my mind. Maybe it's all in my head, but who cares? Because it feels good in my body because I believe it feels good. So I drink this green juice with love. I feel so much good energy from it. I feel like because it has so much green in it, the chlorella, the chlorophyll from the vegetables, it's a great detoxifier. So I am constantly drinking lemon water. I drink 4 liters of lemon water a day. I drink soups. I avoid coffees and wine and things that are highly acidic. And this is how I balance the good stuff, good food, versus the bad food. But as you know by now, I try not to label that food. And I do my best to eat consciously, drink consciously, only put things in my body that I'm going to love. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, it's how you eat. It's energy behind your food. It's the gratitude, who you're eating it with, the people you're eating with, the environment you're eating with. If you're eating healthy food and there's fighting all around you, or you're eating in like a toxic factory, that's going to affect the experience of digestion, right? So Love your belly more by loving the food that you eat and what you consume and put it in your body. I'm going to leave it with you on this note, and I'm asking you, like, what do you love to eat? Share it in the comments and let me know what you love, and give this video a thumbs up sign, and let me know. You can reach out to me at mamabellycoach.com. Take care.